Oh. Oh, maybe I am. Maybe? No? Ah! Ah! It's only saying 1080p, though. Well. Let's start the Twitch as well. Might as well. Well, I mean, at least I'm live. The question is, maybe I didn't set it up right. I'm trying to multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch, so people can let's see if I did it right. Output 24 kilobits. Well, it looks like I'm live on both, at least. I was trying to go, let's see, 6,000 kilobits. I was trying to go live on both to have them be 1440. Can I not do 1440 if I'm not? $14.40 to YouTube. Oh well. Oh well. I guess I'll figure it out later. Because I'm trying to do it to 1440 to YouTube, but it's not working. Showing up as just 1080p, which is fine. Absolutely fine. But let's get the show on the road then, shall we? Because we need to get my Live2D model finished here. Well, the art for my model here. So, yeah. Also, let me send a notification real quick. Yes, yes. Can I change? The question is, can I? It's saying that I should change the bitrate. Should I change the bitrate now? Output, constant bitrate. Can I do it while it's streaming? 6,068 kilobits per second. Apply. Oh, okay. The main output is rescale output disabled 1440p. It's supposed to be 1440p. That's why I'm not quite understanding. I'll have to pluck around with it later on. At least I know the Twitch output settings. Yeah, Twitch output settings is 1080p, obviously. But there we go. That's okay. That is a-okay. So let's get let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay. Multi-streaming is a little bit complicated. For those of you who don't know, I am Artie the Chronicler. I haven't ever mentioned really a name to that. I just called myself the Chronicler. But Artie the Chronicler here. I am your friendly neighborhood steampunk storytelling newsie. I have been on a quest to get my Live2D Vtuber model up and running. And yeah. Sorry, I keep getting notifications for things and just making sure that everything is fine. Okay. Okie dokie. All right, so let's see what we got here. What we're drawing next are the legs here to get the art done for my Live2D Vtuber model. I was going to have them separated at the knee, but most Live2D Vtuber models only show up from the torso up. I still want to draw it. I'll just make it into one piece. Technically speaking, I could already be done just needing to add his goggles and his hat and the bag. That may be that is very tempting because I do want to get started on Live2D. You know what? We'll do things properly, because perhaps later, at a later time or something like that, I may want to do a full model where people will zoom out and everything like that. So I will do it properly. Twill indeed be something that I can do properly. But yes, let us start with here. We're gonna draw the pants. Got a new paint layer here. We'll press D for default. That goes back to the default colors on Krita. Oh, wrong brush. We're gonna do the inking brush that I've got here. Most of these are just the default brushes that they come with. And we will press 6 to tilt the canvas to get a better sort of line here. Oh my. Oh, my brush size is 5 point, so we're gonna need to up that up a little bit. Get a nice curve going on here. Something like that. Hope you enjoy the music. It is Harris Heller Stream Beats chiptune. And then press 4 to rotate it back. We're tapping it to get it to the right position location. You know what? For this, let's do that. Yeah. That'll work. And then what we're gonna do, Control T was what I just did to do the moving of it and changing the size of it. Control Shift A does not, I guess it doesn't deselect it because we still need to go back to the brush tool to get it back to normal. And that'll get rid of those like lines in the tooltip and things like that. So from there, we're going to, I think I'm going to turn on the symmetry so I can get his pants nice and done here. So I don't have to redraw it. There we go. Nice and kind of press E to go to the eraser. Anything that you draw with can turn into an eraser. Any tool actually can turn into the eraser. And you might notice my voice is a little bit deeper today. It's because I had a late night last night and woke up a little bit later. And so the deep voice is just a product of me being still in the throes of, I guess, sort of my early morning. You know what? In order to get a nice straight line, I'm going to snap to assistance. There we go. Do something like that. Turn off the snap to assistance. I have set those up already. The assistants. That's what these like horizontal and vertical lines are. That you can see on the brush there. And the way we do that is we go no, it's not a reference tool, it's these assistant tools, and these are pretty nice in Krita. They give you the chance to, let's go back to the brush and now I wonder why one side is finished and the other is not. Oh, I know why. It's because we didn't have the symmetry tool on for that this first line up here. And so we'll turn the symmetry tool off so we can close that gap on the one side. This is a very thick line. I'm going to try and erase that down a little bit if we can't. If we can. Trim it down just a tad. See if there's any line that should be thicker. It's the outsides should be thicker, but I think we'll just leave it at that. Okay, so the upper pants are gonna be one piece. I think that's how I'm going to, but no, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a piece that I'm going to separate the legs. I'm going to make a piece that is kind of like Superman's underwear kind of situation on the outside, where it has, when it's all put together, it'll look seamless, but it'll have the color when I put the color down. Basically, I'm going to make a little shorts like that. There will be no line. It'll just be color. And then I'll make another layer for each of the legs, and it'll be put behind it. So I can, with these up here, it'll work kind of like a puppet, right? So this is the arm that is supposed to be connected with it, and it's supposed to do this whole sort of not that. It's supposed to be doing this whole sort of situation here. So you can kind of, if we move that to there, it can do that kind of idea. So that is the general idea. If I get his like little tidy-whitey sort of piece to these pants going on here, and there would be, like I said, there would be no black line here. It would just be the color of the pants, and put the kind of, what we would do is just oh, we're on the wrong layer. Go back to this layer. What we would do is so here's how I'm going to illustrate it. I'm going to use the base color. Okay, that's okay. We're going to make it so it shows up a little bit better. So red will be the pants truncated thing, and this is how I'm going to do it. And then we'll do blue for the legs to demonstrate what the legs would do. So I would color up to kind of like here on the legs, and that would be tucked behind it. Because they're the same color as the pants, when I color them, it will be kind of a seamless kind of thing. And then I could do that whole thing that I did with the arm, where I can rotate it and stuff like that. And that's how it'll work in Live2D. Hopefully. In theory. In theory. I've never done it before. So I'm going off of YouTube tutorials and things like that. So this will be kind of an interesting little thing here. So give me 1 second. I need to tell somebody something. One second. My grandma really wanted to be a part of these streams, so I forgot to tell her that I was going live. Stream manager, edit stream info. Is there a way that I can just send her a link to my channel? Hang on 1 second. 1 second. So copy that. Oh my goodness, so much going on all at once because I opened up my channel to grab my thing there. And then paste that link in there. I'm going to tell her I'm live on Twitch. I'm actually going to do that on my phone so I can type a little bit better. Artie the Chronicler streams processing video. Share that. Public share that video. 2 messages. There we go. She is notified. She'll probably be happy about that. I don't know if she's got things going on or not, but anyways, like I said, that is the plan. Do the little Superman trunks thing and everything like that. And then from there, we'll make the 2 sides of the legs, and then the same idea, except we could just tuck these the socks behind the pants, which will be kind of a little bit easier to set up. And I'm thinking about the shoes. The shoes will probably just be connected to the socks. That's probably what's going to go on. Anyways, let's get to it here. So we've got that cut up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint it as, rename this layer. I'm going to paint it as one whole piece and then split it up using tools. So let's just do pants right now. Just a single one. That's pats, not pants. All right, pants, and then this will be the go back to D for default colors. Pants, put the paint layer down here, will be pants, flats. It's actually just one color, which will be a lot, very simple. One flat color, which is this maroon type color that I got going on. And grab this tool here. Oh yes, we will grab it from this layer so it grabs the right thing. Select invert selection so it grabs inside that layer, and then we'll go on, click the pants flats, go back to the brush, and we can up our brush. I have that on a wheel on my thing, so I'm always pressing the wrong wheel. Up the brush color here. Bada bing, bada boom. That is the pants in the room. There we go. There we go indeed. You like my art? Do I do freelance? This is somebody on YouTube that said that. I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. I don't do freelance quite yet. I'm not really professional at this point. It's kind of just more of a hobby. I'm not opposed to the idea. It just depends. I'm not super professional. I went to school for it a little bit, but not a ton. I've also got a lot of things on my plate right now. I'm learning IT certifications, along with having basically a full-time job, and doing this on the side. So I don't know if my life really has a lot of room for freelance currently, but maybe I should give it a shot. I don't know. It depends on what it is, obviously. So, thanks for hopping in. Maybe if you had an idea that you wanted to commission or something like that, then maybe we could workshop it or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I've got a lot on my plate, so I'm not really wanting to commit to anything per se, but I'm not opposed to it. All right, let's see. So that's the flats, and I'm going to, now that I got that, we'll put that up there. Create this into a folder, Control G. Oh no. No, the flats need to be below the layer. Will you move? But we need it to be inside the group, though. There we go. That should work. Group 8 will be pants layer. There we go. Okie day. Alrighty. From there, we will Control Shift A to deselect the selection that we got already. And instead, what we're gonna do is I'm going to create a layer. It's going to be on top. Let's see. This layer will be multiply. So I usually do the shadows first. And the multiply will go up to a 50-50 gray. I should have been, dang, I should have kept the what's it called? The symmetry tool up last time. That would have made a lot of these pieces a lot easier to do. And then we'll turn off the symmetry so I can, oh, that's right, we got to turn this on so it's just within. No, that's not it. Is it? Oh yes, paint layer 8 should be within there. Okay, so that'll work. Now I shouldn't have to go outside the lines here. Shrink my brush a little bit here. And raise it up a little bit. Oh, you know what? I should have changed the brush. But, you know, this is working. This brush is working pretty well. I don't think it really needs that much. Let's see. We're gonna need to get this just right here. Something like that would work, I think. And don't worry, we're gonna smooth some of this stuff out here. What kind of art do you really like, Compression Theory? If you have still stuck around. Don't fault you for leaving if you needed to, though. All right, then we're gonna grab this like Q-tip smudge tool just to make these edges not so hard. We'll go back to that other brush and do oh, I was on the erase layer. Or not erase layer, the eraser portion, the eraser tool. All right, from there, let's see. What is the next thing? Oh, these should have pockets, I think. I think I designed it with pockets. Maybe not in this iteration, but I think this is supposed to have pockets. So let's go back up to the pants layer. Go back to default colors by pressing D. We're going to turn on the symmetry tool and just... Ugh. Oh, I need to turn down my brush a little bit so we get kind of more fine lines here. Interesting. Interesting. Feels a little sharp, though. Maybe he doesn't have pockets. We'll deal with no pockets today. And so that is that layer. We'll add another layer. This will be kind of like for highlights and such. Turn that to screen. You guys can't see all of the windows that I open up. I'm not really sure why, but I clicked on, there's a little portion up here, right here, that changes blending mode. You press that and it comes out here. And I can't remember, is it 50-50 gray? Well, that's a little too harsh. I think I'm gonna go, is it lighter? No, lighter will make it more pronounced. So we're gonna go darker. Darker for some of these highlights depending on the material. And we're gonna turn off the symmetry tool here because it's not gonna catch the light the same way on both sides. Maybe we try a different brush for like some of these light effects. I don't know if I like that. That's a wet brush. If we do a wet brush, we may not have to keep doing the whole Q-tip thing here. We are going to get a little bit of a, here, the light will catch, but we need to shrink our brush a little bit to get it right. You would think that someone like me with the skill set you're pursuing might be great for VFX or CGI. Ever consider doing YouTube full time? The reality, I mean, I would love to. The reality is that, you know, to monetize YouTube, you have to be really good at presenting yourself and stuff like that. But so I can't just quit my day job, if that makes sense. I would love to. It would be quite awesome if I could do that. There was a portion that I was kind of doing it full time because I had a lot of savings built up, but my savings kind of ran out. So for right now, I'm just kind of like building a lot of skills, doing what I can do for that, you know? So IT is a good way to get into kind of some higher paying jobs. And I like computers and stuff like that, so it's not going to be too crazy of a thing. Too crazy of a stretch, I mean. And so that's kind of the route that I'm going. Would I love for this to take off? Absolutely. But it does require a lot of management to get things right and constantly posting and stuff like that, which I can't quite do. At least not right now. But I would definitely love it if that was a reality for me. That would be awesome. The reason why I'm picking IT is because there are a lot of good resources to be able to get into the field quickly and cheaply without having to pay a ton for school, which I can't really afford right now. I guess I could do student loans, but I'm getting a little bit older. Not exactly in my prime anymore. 28 by no means is an old geezer, but it's at the point where I'm kind of like, going back to school for it would not be super fun. So I'm kind of just trying to do certifications. And so this is the portion that I may do, that'll cut everything down into its separate pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab everything, and I'm going to take this tool here and it doesn't have to be perfect, but boom. Okay. Oh, I do still have to, okay. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Maybe I'll do the polygon. There we go, that'll work. Alright, maybe we just do one side at a time. Trying to see how I want to do this. Select, invert selection. No, hang on. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? Just something like that, and then we'll do Control X. Why doesn't it do? Oh, I gotta have that. Control X. Control Shift A to deselect, and we'll grab each of these parts. Control T. All right, and we'll create Control V to paste it in. Let's see, what did that do exactly? Okay, so I created, we're gonna grab these down here, 8, 9 pants. We're gonna Control G. We're gonna call this, let's see, you took a pay cut and found a gig. I feel like the purpose of life is destiny. Destiny is worth every second of existence. Some people can speed up destiny and some can't. I feel like we limit ourselves in the sense that let's say your back was against the wall. You took a pay cut and found a gig that let you do put art on full blast. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to see what I can do, but I gotta eat first. I gotta live. For sure. I would certainly love for me to be able to do that full time. But I like computers. I like the technical side of it, so I don't think it would be too much of a stretch. All right, and then so I'm gonna rename this to we'll do Trunks. I want to capitalize the first letter. Trunks. There we go. Pants will go outside that. We got trunks, and then we got pants. We're going to turn off trunks for a second. We're going to select the left side. Control T. Let's see. And then we're going to Control X to get rid of it. Rename this to R thigh. Let's see. No, it would be his left. So his L thigh. Thigh. L thigh. But I'm going to capitalize the T in thigh. If I can. There we go. L thigh. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get out of that, and we're going to press Control V, and it'll create another pants layer. And we'll do R thigh. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to get into those. We're going to get into the flats. And we're going to extend the color up a little bit. Pants. Pants flats. Oh, we're on this one. Okay. Oh, I'm on... We're going to get onto a different brush so we can... Ooh, that is not the color that we need. We need the other color. We need this one. Gotta make sure that it's not extending out here. Just inward here. Let's see. You made some more things. Took a pic of art in full blast. What I'm saying is that if you somehow change your thinking of pursuing your creative passion instead of surviving, I bet that a scenario or end game would be more fulfilling than the menial corporate. I mean, maybe. But I don't look at it as like that's the career that I'm going to settle for and that I'm going to end up being in forever. It's more just a stepping stone. Something to get me by, you know? Yeah, I don't blame you. That's reality. Ideals don't put food on the table. What a world we live in. I wish we could have fun and live. I know that would be great, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think. It helps us learn how to live better, I think. So I don't hold it against the system or anything like that. Because, like, what else are we going to be able to do? You know what I mean? Alright, we're going to extend the thigh. We're going to go to the flats. We'll hide the other one for a second. Go to the brush. Yep. What I wouldn't give to be a like the artists during the Renaissance. See, they just got sponsors, and a lot of times they just like would chill, and like the sponsors would be like, "Hey, I'm paying for your housing and everything like that. Make me like 10 paintings a day or something, you know." I mean, society paywall is pleasure. You can be a monk and live relatively happy with no materialism. Yes, but then I wouldn't have the I wouldn't have my PC, I wouldn't have Wi-Fi to stream, I wouldn't have all of that. So that's the thing about pure art. You go into the woods and make your art and no one knows until you die. Yeah. It would be nice. Would be nice indeed. So let's see. We got that and we got that. And then the trunks. Oh, I picked the wrong layer. I'm still on the pants flats. We need to go with the whole thing here. Control T. Alright, we'll put that sort of rotate position there. Yeah, but not too bad. I'll obviously need to extend the rest of the shading and things like that so it doesn't look too awkward. But that's the idea. Or like sponsors like you said, or have sponsors like you said, you gotta compete. You need competitive talent though. Yeah, that's true. But I guess the landscape of everything right now is not that different, right? Like, you gotta have competitive talent, you gotta be able to put yourself out there, which I'm kind of an introvert. I'm trying to work on the whole social media thing. So yeah, something like that'll work. Something like that'll work. Okay. I'll work on extending some of that. But that is the ultra low budgets. Yeah. I mean, I'm already on a pretty low budget, but we'll see. We'll see how things work out. Just taking it one step at a time, you know? That's pretty much all you can do sometimes. All right, so that's the basics. I have a 4090 and trying to learn Blender. That's what I want to learn too. Half of my content, I use Claude MCP to help me with it. Claude is the AI thing, right? What's the MCP stand for? Have I tried AI for art, even for ideas? Yeah, actually, one of in college when I was doing drawing classes, one teacher that we had us do art, like do brainstorming with the AI, but then once he got down to it, it's like, okay, this is the composition that you're probably thinking of. But then you would get down and you would use your own skills, like the perspective and your knowledge of composition and things like that to make it your own. Basically, you need a cube that is 3 by 3 by 3, and it does it for you. You upload a picture of a 2D picture and it can make it 3D. Like, it would do all the modeling for you after you've drawn the 2D picture. I think I've seen ads for that. But I would love to have the skills themselves. The problem is that we have finite amount of time. And I know a lot of people will be like, don't ever use AI in art ever, because it's the lazy way. It's the lazy route. I think that I have kind of a more nuanced view. I think it's kind of unavoidable. Like, the rest of the world is embracing it. I don't know if we can really get away with not using it at all, if you know what I mean. So crazy how fast it can speed up your workflow. Yeah, we have finite time. That's what I was getting at with you. I bet if your life was on the line, you can somehow make a living doing art. Yeah, I would just have to, I don't know. But reality is a thing, and it's more comfortable to pursue something secure. I don't know if it's more about comfort. It's like, do I want to draw this thing, or do I want to eat? You know? I also haven't put myself out there, though, in terms of like commissions or anything like that. I wonder if I could make it a steady thing. I know some people who I watch on Twitch and YouTube and things like that will do that as well. But most of them still have day jobs as well. So it's kind of just a thing, you know? I'm trying to strike a balance, trying to find my path. I just don't know if I would be able to make it just by focusing on art alone, like art and content creation alone, but it could be a thing. Could be a thing. For sure. All right, what were we doing? Where were we going with this? So I think what I'm gonna do next, that's the basic idea. There's still some things that I could do to fix it up a little bit more. However, what I can do is start on the socks. And we'll do the socks and the shoes. We'll do them. These I'll just straight up go. Come on, get down there. There we go. Paint layer. These will just go left to right. Well, this will be right technically because it's the right side of the model. Our shin Shin. Survival mode and leads to creative mode. I'm not sure exactly how that arrow reads verbally, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. Survival mode for a little bit, then creative mode later when you get a handle on things. See, I'm working on it. It'll get there. I have faith. For sure. Okay, so yes, get down to business. What we're gonna do is we're actually the Shin. Why is the H? This is gonna bug me. The H should not be capitalized. Our Shin. And we're not gonna turn on the mirror, or maybe we are. Maybe we are. Yeah, let's do that actually. Let's turn on the mirror for the socks themselves. Oh no, you know what? Take back everything I said. Take back everything I said, and we are... Go to D. Oh. Gonna lower down my brush size here. This will make it faster. Let's do something like that if we can. Compression, do you do your own art? I know a lot of people really enjoy it and they'll dabble in it too. And if so, what kind of art do you like to do? I started out by kind of drawing comics. That's actually one of the projects that I want to do. Is I've got two different comics, web comics that I want to develop, want to create. One of them is based off of a D&D game and story idea that I've had rattling. You like literary art? Trying to get outside my comfort zone and do art. What do you mean by literary art? Like illustration in or do you mean literary art as in the actual writing and stuff? Oh, you like poetry and philosophy? Maybe we can collab. Maybe. I'm trying to do a book, but can't do animations yet. You like writing? I also dabble in writing a little bit. Kind of the idea of Artie the Chronicler is that he's a steampunk storytelling newsie. I don't know if you've heard kind of the lore behind him that I've developed, but basically the idea, and this ties back to one of the web comics that I want to do, because I've also dabbled in acting and things like that. I like stories. I like stories, and I like telling them and stuff like that. And so I wanted to have kind of an enthusiasm for telling stories. Whether it be, and the different mediums. Yeah, let's see. Writing for me is art. It is an art form. Yeah, for sure. You're pretty good at what you do. Why don't you do art guides for dummies? Well, I don't know. I also feel like I'm kind of a novice with everybody else though. I think most of it's kind of just practice. Like people talk about a while back. I was reading about a guy who published his own webcomics, and this was like in the kind of earlier inceptions of kind of the whole craze. And he said that his art wasn't the greatest when he started out, but he got better. And he said that talent, a lot of people say, oh, you're so talented and I could never do this. And he's like, well, it's not really talent. It's more like study and practice and things like that. Anyone can become talented, quote unquote. It's kind of more practice, you know? And that's where the time comes in. Everyone would love to be a master artist. What did I develop? Let's see. I was running through a couple of different ideas in terms of like comics and things like that. When I was a kid, when I was in middle school, I had several different webcomics stories that I was playing around with. One of them was like a zombie apocalypse that me and my friends did. I wanted to like rewrite that story because it was very generic, very Call of Duty zombies inspired, which nothing wrong with that, but I wanted to kind of like change up the story a little bit, make it more dramatic. I like a lot of like romance tropes in things, like an adventure with a romance. USA versus Australia, pray that we win. Yeah. What's up, Dwellin? Did I tell you I'm streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch today? I guess you wouldn't have known that. And I didn't put it in the description or anything like that either. But yeah, so we had that. You don't happen to be Australian, compression theory. That would be awkward if we're like, yeah, USA, let's go win. Nah, it's friendly competition. Friendly competition. We all enjoy having everybody around. When Dwellin, when does the game play? Like, when does it start? And where can you watch it? Do they broadcast it on streaming networks, or is it specifically like you have to have TV to watch it? Ooh. We got the eraser here. Get a line over there, and then there we go. Get some lines denoting things there. I don't know if it's just me, but your stream is lagging for me. Yeah. Let's see. What do you mean by lagging? It says the bit rate is fine on Twitch. I wonder if that has to do with any of the settings. Like, this is all new to me because I was trying a whole bunch of different things. So it could very well be possible. Let's see. Compression Theory said, the idea I have is combining art to captivate and intrigue an audience with educational material. Educational material, eh? What kind of educational material? Let's see. Well, when I'm looking at the Twitch, at least, I mean, there's always a little bit of a lag between like when I put a line down, but it seems fine. How exactly is it lagging? Is it like, is it skipping? Am I possibly, maybe I'm dropping frames. Dropped frames 0%. No, I don't know. Everything seems fine on my end. Is it dropping frames like skipping things, or lagging, you mean like... Trying to think how that could possibly be the case. So yeah, there are some things that I'm working out the kinks to try and see if that's something that'll work, but I know, I think the default on YouTube is that it has like slower settings. Does not support closed captions for 1440p and 4K resolutions. Stream latency. That's why my things weren't going. Okay, interesting indeed. Oh well, things will be all right. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right, so for this, need some. All right, and then we're gonna do what we're gonna do this whole thing. The idea, or working on a philosophy history series with Minecraft as a medium. TTS script, kind of like your webcomic to BH. Huh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Here's what I want to do. I want to draw... a paint layer. I'm going to do basically the same thing that I was doing with the colors, but what I'm going to do to get these... Select invert selection. I'm going to go to the guides on this paint layer underneath. No, I guess it doesn't have to be a paint layer underneath. Let's see. Oh, that was the eraser. We're gonna go to the guides and do a assistant tool and do a do a diagonal guide. All right, and so that's how they work. You draw. So I had the up and down, vertical and horizontal, and then we'll do a horizontal, diagonal. Still on eraser. Need to stop that. There we go. You know what? It doesn't have to be perfect, actually. I guess I didn't really need that guide, because I think I just free-handed it and it was fine. There we go. Ah. Erase ahead. There we go. Erase ahead. So what kind of things would you focus on historically? Compression. So you said philosophy history series. That would be kind of cool. Are you focusing on specific events and kind of highlighting the philosophies found at that time and kind of stuff like that? That would be fun. Kind of like perhaps epic rap battles of history, combining history with music. Or contemporary music, I should say. That'd be kind of cool. Okay. I think that's good. Let's get this down here. Alright. I think that's good. So, here's what we're going to do now. We are going to grab this paint layer. And we are going to do a flat gray color just for ease of access. Boom. Flat gray, flat gay. It is Pride Month. Flat gray color. And the reason why we're gonna do that is chin flats. The reason we're going to do that is because it's much easier to color once something's on there. So we're going to grab the green color and color in these triangle bits. And then we're not going to worry too much about if it spills over, because we'll just color over it with the other color. Let's see, was it actually that? Hang on. Let me pull up the full reference here. Yeah, the triangle bits are the green. Let's see. Compression, you said some more things. It'd be nice to, I don't know. I should set something up where I can see where the last, okay, 308 or 1308. Let's see, 16. So it'd be 14. I basically used AI to condense the 2,600-year-old history into 50,000 words. I basically used that word to make a script. The goal is to monetize or sell the series either through audiobook or podcast, etc. There's definitely a need for a service where there's an animator and scriptwriter ready to edit, publish content for publishers or individuals. Cool. Very cool. Okay, so we got that going on. And then we're gonna go to the gold color. Here's where we're gonna try and get a little bit more precise. We're going to turn off the full reference so we're not seeing everything behind it. Obviously, we're going to make some mistakes, but that is fine. Because we'll just go back over them. I might need to run to the bathroom here real quick. Let's finish this. And then I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Let's go to intermission. Oh. Intermission doesn't do that for... Interesting, because I haven't set that up for the Twitch. Oh well, I'll be back anyways. Alrighty, I am back. Okay, let's get back into this. BT game for the YouTube. Okay. So we got that basically, and we'll get the then we'll get the maroon for the shoes, because the shoes are also maroon. Yeah, I'm making so many mistakes here. But that is okay, because we'll just go over it again. Fantastic. Very good, very good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Getting some of these flats here. Okie dokie. Now we need to get that cut out here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna erase. A little too much. We're gonna shrink the brush there. Getting some of these dialed down here. Here we go. Not too bad, not too shabby. All right, and then we'll go back to the other colors. We're gonna do D. We're gonna grab this. Grab X to switch the color palette, or switch the color that you're on up here. And then we'll do the green. And clean up some of these lines around here that we got. Oh no. Need to be on the flats layer, not the shins layer. Boop, 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 ba-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And what I'm doing here is I'm just switching between the green and gold colors. And that's what will be dang, I don't want to get too close. Let's see. Shrink down the... I noticed that this was on the... This is on the layer that's supposed to be the line art. Shin flats. There we go. Just cleaning up the edges here. Okay. Alrighty, getting some of these figured out here. Anyways. Compression, I don't know if you heard or if you're stuck around. But Chronicle, or the Chronicler, Artie, was grew up as a newsie, and then he got to be around 18, and that's usually when they stop. That's usually when they kind of age out as newsies. In kind of around the 1800s, and he was real worried about that, worried about what he was going to do. Didn't exactly want to go into the factories like everyone else really did. Once people start turning 18 and stuff like that. And then he started realizing he could time slip. And it was a bit confusing for him at first. Came into the modern world, met somebody that helped him stabilize his time slipping, and now he's here, running all across the. Now I'm here, I guess, since I am Artie the Chronicler. Now he's running across the. Across time and space to be able to tell the stories that he wants to, you know, gathering different mediums, like digital art for this one particularly. Oh. And, writing is also something that he's kind of interested in. Writing, doing Blender like you were thinking about. All that jazz. Digital art tools, animation, music production. Ton of stuff. Webcomics creation, just so he can gather a bunch of tools in his repertoire to be able to tell the stories that he wants to tell. And that is the basics of the Chronicler. Basics of Artie the Chronicler. All right. So we are going to put down another layer. This will be... We'll do that to multiply, and this will be just shadows. Shins, shadows. And then we'll go back to 50/50 gray. Turn up the brush, and that's the shadows. Let's go. All right, and so what we're gonna do, we are gonna do kind of this area here. There we go. That's the one that we want. I was on the red color, and it's not the red color. We need the gray to get down to business. All right, and we're gonna turn off the symmetry for some of these. Just to get the light going on the right direction. And then, whoop. Oh, brush is too big. There we go. Get a little bit of this going on here. Alrighty then. Why is it saying unstable? I'm so tired of this. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Average stream bitrate is too high. I don't know what to do about that. I set it to a bitrate, and it's just not doing what I want it to, you know? That's probably why it's lagging or dropping off. I'll need to figure out what to do about that. Some other point here. wonder. Looking to add something. If you're using encoding software like OBS, standard CBR still allows slight fluctuations. If available in your encoder settings, look for an option to enable strict CBR or CBR padding, which forces the encoder to fill data gaps with empty information to strictly maintain the requested rate. Well, let's see if I can figure that out here. Me. I've been going for an hour and 42 minutes. I usually switch over to Cyberpunk here. I was thinking about just keeping the stream completely the same. Today, so like art for 3 hours. But I may want to jump into Cyberpunk. No, I'll do that tomorrow after work. So I'll just stick with the art right now. Something like that. Okay, we got... See, I don't have to get too granular about it. Nobody's ever gonna see the feet. Not really. Not really. So let's see. Let's get this done here. Okay. Something like that'll work. And then here's the quick part. Boom. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Control. There we go. Softer edges. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Get down here and kind of just soften everything up. All right, and now we will do another layer. For the highlights, turn it to screen. Do a little bit darker of a color. For this one specifically, I want to have Something like that, maybe? No, it's too soft. I do need it a little bit harder of an edge. For these ones, at least. And then we'll get boom, 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 boom. There, something like that. Boom, boom. Okay. And then we'll go up here. Something like that. Yeah. Yes, let's put everything together, shall we? Control... Actually, no. Control G. And then we'll do this whole thing. Control X. L shin. And then Control V. Three, 4. Control G. Call this one R shin. Left shin, right shin. Left thigh, or excuse me, right thigh, left thigh. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to extend the shadows and the highlights up. So we're going to grab, do the right thigh, excuse me. Paint layer. This is the shadows. Shadows. Get that. Something like that here. And we'll do that. And then we'll grab that on the left thigh. Shadows. what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the pants and erase. Actually, no, we're gonna grab a different thing here. Oh. I'm gonna go the pants flats and erase this little thing here. Shadows, go back to that other brush. Oh, we don't want to erase it. We want to put it down. Put it down, put it down, put it down. Ooh. There we go. We'll erase the things here. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna erase, we're gonna That's right, it's not on the layer. Not on the right layer, at least. And then we'll go down to the flats. Erase that. All right, we'll go on to this pants layer. Just kind of extend that. Just so it doesn't look wonky. When things are bending out of shape here. And then we'll put trunks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We need to get these figured out here. I was like, okay, so trunks, we're going to go back to this one. Paint layer this, and we'll do just so it blends in a little bit nicer. All right, left thigh, we're gonna go to the pants, erase some of this part of it. Just so it matches. A little bit nicer. See, when you zoom out, you can barely tell. You can barely tell. All right, everything in here we're gonna do. Create a group in here, and this will be legs. Control group this one. We'll do the arms. I don't know why the back hair is all the way down here. All right. Get down here. We'll do the torso. The arms, the upper arm, left. We're placing in there here. Control T to move and resize. To transform is really what the word is, but for arm R. Arms, legs. Arms, let's do the arms above the torso. Oh no, that's not what we need at all. Arms underneath the torso. Gonna need to fix that. Is that on the same side? The same on the other side? Let's see. No. So it would be the upper arm right. Upper arm right. Let's see. right. So we'll go to flats. I didn't label these things like I should have. No, it's not in the flats layer. Specifically in the shadows, I think. Interesting. Maybe not. Maybe it's the torso. Yep, it's definitely in the torso layer. Okay. We'll erase that. Oh, torso. Hello. All right. Shift down to the back there. We're just gonna. Oh. Yeah, that would have bugged me. You can't see it. You can't see it. Sort of. Well, you can. You can, honestly. I got him. All right. I think that's a good stopping point. I will get the hat done, the goggles, and the bag that he's wearing done at another time. But I think that is quite the good progress that we've got going on here. So, let's see. I've still got about an hour left on kind of usually how long I stream. So let's hop into some Cyberpunk. Shall we? Cyberpunk. Problem is, I don't know if Twitch does this real well. But YouTube does not. That's the thing here. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. And then we will Twitch. We'll edit the stream info for Twitch. All right. Because what's nice about Twitch is that you can boom that. You can switch the category halfway through and then it like creates 2 automatic like points, which is nice. We'll do some Dogtown missions. Let's see. Artie. is playing some Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077. We'll get rid of the digital art. Krita, newsie, relaxed. Cyberpunk 2077. Phantom Liberty. All right, that could work. Okay. That's that for that. Maybe if I drop it to 55K in the video, it'll kind of stabilize here. Because it's been unstable for a while. Meanwhile, stream health is excellent over on YouTube. But anyways, let us get into Cyberpunk. Control save. Saving the document. Get rid of that. Play Cyberpunk. We can get rid of that.
Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood, thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, because the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Net runners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over in Westbrook, trauma teams scraping cyber psycho victims off the pavement. And in Pacifica,
Well, Pacifica is still Pacifica.
This has been your man, Stan. Join me for another day in our city of dreams.
Sources, game capture, switch this over to Cyberpunk 2077, click on that, fantastic. Where's my mouse? Let's turn down the game volume a tad. Let's turn down the Spotify a bunch. Oh, I muted it. It's not exactly what I wanted. All right, let's actually pause the Spotify. Spotify will just be off. All right. Load the game here. Manual save. It was one of my manual saves, but it's on the bottom here. Closer to the bottom. No, is this one. Manual save 23. That's it. All right, let me get something. Here, let me condense the chat on this side, but we'll also dock Twitch canvas. We'll bring that out here. Nope, not what I wanted. Can I decrease the window size any more? Any more than that? How about this window size? Can I decrease that? Scale to window. Can I do that? Can I... Okay, that could work. No, okay. Well, it's just going to be poking up here. Something like that. But chat is going to be... There we go. There's a bunch of problems that I've introduced trying to stream to do different places at once. What would be nice is if I could get a little bit of a... You know what? I'm going to turn... Settings... Can turn the message volume down just a tad. Settings, sound effects volume even further. No, I don't want to go to Hanako. I love how it like find all the tarot cards and graffiti in Night City, in Dogtown specifically. What we're trying to do is go to Dogtown. We got some gigs that we could work on. Fun fact is I stole this car here. Stole it from Yorinobu Arasaka. So we're sitting pretty with it. We definitely are sitting pretty with it. It's fun. It's a Caliburn car, so it's fast, and it's also let me, now that the sound effects volume is low, let's turn up the rest of the volume a little bit.
I had a nightmare recently. My synth lungs were hacked. I choked, turned blue, then lost consciousness, and woke up. My client, Indira Baratza, won't be so lucky if she doesn't strike a deal with her blackmailer. The lowlife in question, Milko Alexis. He works for the Voodoo Boys. You know what to do. If anything's unclear, read the attached details.
Sounds good. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Go to sleep. Hello? 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 Let's distract you. Hello? Oh. Oh. I have no qualms about killing people. But what I was saying earlier was I should get a third monitor because I got my drawing tablet as the second monitor. What I should do is get a third monitor so I have those up so I can see the two previews of the stream. Oh. Don't know what I was thinking there. We can memory wipe him, which means everything after that in the queue will turn into... First, we gotta turn this off. Turn off. So rude. Oh, I'm carrying too much weight. Yeah, so I can get if I get a third monitor, I can get the previews of the stream on one monitor. Or what I can do is have the chat just on that one monitor and turn it like up and everything like that. The chat and the activity on one, that would be kind of cool. Anyways, let's get these missions figured out, shall we? All right, let's go to backpack because we got some stuff that we can disassemble. We have too much on the docket already. V is not super strong, so she will have to deal with that way. Ah! You didn't see anything. Hee hee. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Access card. Which access card? We're going to turn off the cameras. And let's, oh! Oh! How could you see me? How could you see me, madam? How could you see me? How? Or is that a man? I think that's a man.
What the fuck is this? We pay you for new. Our research demands it. You think you are... This shitware cannot be hacked? It is already broken.
No, the tech's good. Perfect for your research. All you gotta do is slap it back together first.
You'll have to put your fucking skull back together when I'm done with you.
Wait, don't shoot. I'm just here on biz.
I'm not gonna kill you.
Fuck. Oh, no. This is gonna land on me.
Seriously doubt they'll suspect you.
What do you want?
Milko Alexis, a voodoo boy. Know the name?
Yeah. About all I know, though. Guy practically lives in the
He's
net.
one of Hansen's men, I think.
Seems like he's got everyone walking
Kurt
on
Hansen.
eggshells. Big deal, I guess.
Where can I find him?
Don't ask me. Got enough problems as it is.
Here's my offer. Tell me what I want to know, and I won't let slip to Barghest you're stealing from him.
The fuck you mean steal? I ain't stealing.
Uh-huh. What was it he said about you fucking Barghest raw?
Oh, fine, whatever. Right, so these implants. The Voodoos break most of them down. Looking for code exploits, new hacks, and so on. Whatever they don't use, they install in old robots. Piles of scrap, most of them, but one came together real nice.
Robots? What for?
What for? Think for a sec. If this Milko guy's so important, probably needs round-the-clock protection.
Running out of time to spare. Know any way of getting around those bots?
Nothing gets past their motion sensors. Slipping by unnoticed is a non-starter for sure. How's your aim?
I manage.
The Voodoos, they keep their bots in some kind of server room. I can overload the disk arrays, then you fuck up the servers till they go boom. Should result in a pulse big enough to melt the circs of the rank and file.
Okay, feel free to Delta. I got work to do.
Must be nice.
Okay, so he said a way to kind of like get through them. I played this mission before. The problem is when I played this mission on my own time, I don't think I did it right. So yeah. So this is the room. I'm gonna quick save it here, because they will start explosive. I think what he's saying is like explode these next to him. The problem is when I came in here, I decided, oh hey, 40%. I should
Commencing neutralizing threat.
Okay. I came in here last time, and when I came in here, I just shot these off the bat, the servers, is because I thought that's what he was saying. Let's see. Oh, okay. I definitely was doing them wrong. Okay. So the idea is to shoot them when they're close, then it stuns them. Well, it stuns the big robot. It might destroy the others. We'll have to take a look at that.
Activating defense systems, 40%.
Commencing neutral. Pacifying.
But they can also destroy him.
Pacifying.
So that's not the greatest idea. Let's see. We need something better. So we're gonna switch this out. Switch this out for, we might do this gun here. Revolver, and then we'll get Overwatch. Run! Run.
Utilizing measures of immediate coercion.
Let's try this again. All right. Let's switch to grab this to Overwatch. Grab that is fine. The third, yeah, let's do Carnage. Carnage is fine. Let me see if I can craft something better though. Better shotgun. So 347. Yeah. Or hang on. Power double barrel shotgun 491. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. I rarely ever do shotguns in this game. But let's see, Arasaka. Armor penetration. That one. And then we go with dismemberment chance. There we go. All right. Can't save right now. Okay, I guess.
Activating defense systems, 40%.
Commencing. Pacifying. Terrorist activity detected. Pacifying.
Oh!
Commencing neutralizing threat. Pacifying.
Okay. Okay, load last checkpoint. We gotta do that outside the room. Did I not save at the right point though? Okay. Okay, we can save. All right, so we're gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that. That'll be Overwatch. Oh, you know what? We don't need to be stealthy. We'll do that one. The biggin. And then we will switch over to crafting. Crafting this one. We'll put that in there. We'll do this and this. And then we will quick save.
Activating defense systems, 40%.
Subject refusing to cooperate.
All right.
Terrorist
All right, move. Oh, come on.
Pacifying.
Get out of here.
Commencing neutralizing threat. Pacifying.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's why I don't put this one on. Because it's so heavy. You know, we we may try something else. Hang on. Let me see something. we may try. Instead of this sniper, we'll switch to. No, we'll keep with this one. So 119, 99, 119. Yeah, we'll keep with that one. That'll probably be quicker than if we use the breakthrough. Just be able to get shots off quicker.
Activating defense systems, 40%.
Terrorist activity detected.
Oh, okay. This is definitely the play.
Commencing neutralizing threat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Terrorist activity detected. Pacifying. Pacifying.
All right. Yeah, this was definitely the play.
Pacifying. Pacifying. Commencing neutralizing threat. Pacify. Your actions are illegal. Pacifying. Pacifying.
Oh, he moves quick. He moves quick. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. I didn't get close enough to him.
Requesting support.
Come on, let's go.
Pacifying.
Activating defense systems, 100%.
Oh!
Terrorist activity detected. Pacifying. Utilizing measures of immediate coercion. Commencing neutralizing threat.
Alright, we don't have to wait until they come up. We can switch to this.
Pacifying.
Oh, switch back to this one. There we go. What? I did not want to. Oh my goodness! I did not want to equip that. Why would I? I just wanted to reload. Is what I wanted to do.
Terrorist activity detected. Pacifying.
What?
Pacifying.
I need to move. I need to move.
Commencing neutralizing threat. Pacifying.
Never close enough to it when I need it. Ay, ay, ay. I notice I haven't really been using the shotgun much.
Activating defense systems, 40%.
Terrorist activity detected. Commencing neutralizing threat. Pacifying. Pacifying. Pacifying.
Let's go. Let's go.
Pacifying.
Do that.
Pacifying.
When in doubt, switch to the shotgun. That'll knock him back.
Subject refusing to cooperate. Terrorist activity detected. Pacifying.
Reload.
Pacifying.
All right, pass. Pass over here. Let's go. Let's go. Get over here. Get over here.
Activating defense systems, 100%.
Commencing neutralizing threat.
Let's go. All right, shotgun to push him back.
Your actions are illegal. Subject refusing to cooperate.
Boom. Boom. All right, here we go. Here we go. Get them to stop shooting at me for a second.
Requesting support. Commencing neutralizing threat. Pacifying. Pacifying.
Come on, come on, come on. Reload here. What? What?
Utilizing measures of immediate coercion.
What? What is going on? None of my shots were hitting. To be fair, I was kind of firing blind through the wall, but even later on, like, I don't know. There was just that little part where things weren't going the way I planned.
Activating defense systems, 40%.
Ah, that's right. I need to save it, so...
Terrorist activity detected. Commencing neutralizing threat. Terrorist activity detected.
Not doing so hot this one.
Pacifying. Pacifying. Subject refusing to cooperate. Commencing neutralizing.
Come on, dash, please.
Requesting support. Subject refusing to cooperate.
All right. Come on. Get closer.
Pacifying.
What? Why didn't it put you down? I don't know.
Requesting support.
Activating defense systems 100%.
All right. Let's go.
Activity detected. Pacifying. Commencing neutralizing threat.
Oh, this is a big one. That's a big one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Your actions are illegal.
All right. Let's go.
Terrorist activity detected. Pacifying.
Oh, hello. All right, reload.
Commencing neutralizing threat. Pacify.
Ah! Why didn't anybody tell me there was one there?
Utilizing explosive ordnance.
He down. Okay. But you are not.
Subject
Reload
refusing
here.
to cooperate.
Yes, I am refusing. Of course I am. All right, let's knock you down.
Locating suspect. You are instructed.
I'm instructed to what? Huh? What was that? Huh?
Terrorist activity detected. Pacifying.
Man, dude, these guys keep coming. Is that everybody? Except for the main guy, right? Okay, here's what I can do now. We can switch this with the sniper, since he's farther away. Get some nice critical hits on him, I think. Perhaps his head is not the critical spot.
Requesting support.
Here. Take this.
Subject refusing to cooperate.
Dare I get close to use this?
Subject refusing to cooperate.
System failure. System failure.
I guess not.
Area scan in progress. Human life signature detected. Initiating evacuation protocol. Unlocking
Hosey?
emergency exit.
Hosey, what are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. I didn't expect to see you here. He tanks so much damage for real. Yeah. Thanks for joining. Oh, this is such a nice moment. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try not to fangirl a little bit, even though I talk to you all the time. This is the first time you're actually hearing my voice, though. This game looks so cool. Yeah. Cyberpunk 2077. This is the Phantom Liberty stuff. What's up, Flubber? So yeah, it took a while. I don't know how much of that you saw, Hosey or Flubber, but it was quite a bit indeed. I think I tried like 3 different times. It's a big boss fight basically, and he keeps sending his minions and everything like that. So. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the follow, Hosey. Miss Boxy.
Hosey Boxazan is now following.
Somebody pinch me. Is this real? I'm just kidding. Alright, this is the next part here.
Hey, careful with that. I'm linked to the runner. See? Don't want him to catch a ricochet, huh?
He's a dead man and we
blackmailer,
hired to kill him here.
He's my hit.
He has some dirt under his nails, yes. But Milko, he's a no one. A small fish in a big pond. I am Agent Alan Noel, Netwatch. Organized crime specialist. I'm sure we can work something out.
First I've seen a Netwatch agent ditch the tie and button up to get his hands dirty. Live with the enemy.
We tried recruitment more than once. None ever agreed, no matter our terms. We underestimated their loyalty to each other.
Well, Alan, Netwatch agent or not, if you stand in my way, I'll be forced to remove you from it.
At least let me unplug.
Is
from
Hosey
you.
famous or something?
Fine.
No, not necessarily. I just found her a little while ago, and I just really enjoyed her streams. So the fact that she's coming in here is like, I don't know. We've been kind of
How much is a twitch? And you're
pretty kind of cool.
That's better. Now, listen to me. You can't kill Milko. Not yet.
I think last time it might have been a 13 stream streak. Your ASMR one, Hosey. But yeah, needless to say, I've really enjoyed hanging out with you a lot. So the fact that you're here means a lot. So yeah, Flubber is like my friend in real life, I guess.
Want to stop me? Try.
Months
After this, we'll probably be playing D&D. He's the one that I played D&D with, so.
I aim to expose their web of blackmailers and murderers, like Milko. But to do that, I have to find out who's pulling the strings first.
Yeah. Hope you're ready for that. This is the session will probably be a difficult one.
It's your decision.
Let's see.
Well, got fingers crossed for you. But don't count on my help. Safety of my client's my only priority.
This client of yours, a corpo?
Jose wants in on it?
Engineering type?
I don't think
that
so.
Fits the Voodoo's typical target profile.
Mm-hmm.
You've got other things to do.
Or get hacked, huh? What's the angle there?
The Voodoos get their hands on old military tech. They want to dust it off, get it running. Which means they need experts to reverse engineer it.
Came across some combat bots
along the way.
It took me a few tries here.
Mm-hmm. And the Voodoo boys won't be happy to lose them. But they do have more. Give me a chance. Do you realize how many more people you can save this way? I have reports of victims all along the coast. Milko is only one of the runners working for the Voodoo boys. As soon as I find the head behind the operation...
Yeah, I think I told you guys that one time with Hyro. Was it you guys that I was like, I could always run something for you.
His death alone won't change anything. Understand?
How can you be sure that'll work?
Because I'm a professional. Just like you. The difference is, I intend to restore order, whereas you offer only more chaos.
Think he cares about those poor saps the Voodoo boys are hacking? Last thing on his mind. Company men like him,
right?
All the same. Just out to be the next fake smiling employee of the month.
Johnny, I think he's fine. I think he's fine.
Keep doing your thing here.
So the guy in the chair,
if you fuck this up, you're next on my shit list.
The guy in the chair was like hacking people's.
I give my word.
In Cyberpunk, they have cybernetic. A lot of them have cybernetic body parts, and that's just kind of the norm. And there was a lady who hired the fixer who hired me to kill him because he's threatening to hack them and kill him, basically. So
you should go.
But this guy, Netwatch, is kind of a corporation of net runners, basically hackers and things like that. And so that's what he's trying to do. He's like, I'm trying to get to the operation here, get to the heart of the operation. So I'm gonna let him do his thing. He might be able to find everything, and it might go well. Maybe I didn't have to kill him. So yeah. What's he talking about? Oh, the mortared. So yeah, I stole a car from one of the main antagonists of this game. So, well, I guess he's not really an antagonist. He's more like just a corporate head. So, but he's like, I don't. The guy who hired me to do the job initially didn't realize that it was based off the main guy.
You won't guess.
And so he's basically just like,
or perhaps you
talking about it.
Have. My people at Netwatch have assured me they will place Indira Baratza on their witness protection list without delay.
See, it all worked out.
They've assigned Netrunner guards around the clock to protect her body and mind. No hacker alive can reach her now. You've secured the safety of your client and elevated your fixer standing with his corporate employers. With a full hard and a fuller bank account, I'll transfer your fee.
See, it's a win-win.
Closed.
Let's go. When in doubt, always use the peaceful option. That tends to go real well. Open stash. I don't want to open stash. Actually, no. I should probably transfer some things here. Let's see. Transfer the guns that I don't really use all that often. Skippy. I never use Skippy. Not since he doesn't have the AI in him anymore. Transfer this one. I never use smart guns either, so we'll transfer that in there. And then, let's see, disassemble some things here. Not cyberware. We're going for backpack. See, V is not very strong. I didn't set up her to be very strong. So she, I have to, like, almost every single time, I have to clear out her inventory. Let's see. Let's go. I should really start a bingo card for your streams.
Supposed to be the easy shit.
Bingo card? What the heck? Why you start? What's the meaning of this? I didn't do anything to you. I'm so confused. Did I do something to offend them? I know. Okay, so these are like the police guys of this area. Did I get too close to them? Let's see. Yeah, I must have gotten too close to them. They never like when you get too close. Yeah, so Dogtown, this area is called Dogtown, and it's got a police force that's not really a police station. They're paid for by the main guy who runs this place. Am I on max difficulty? Yeah, I am on max difficulty. We're not gonna talk about that. I didn't crash my thing. Yeah, I always play a Cyberpunk on max difficulty. That's because I started it a while ago on max, and I just can't play it anymore on regular difficulty. I don't know. Wonderful driving. Okay, you know. Don't make me bring up the Forza game. You know better, Boxy. Oh my goodness. Now they're killing other people. What's going on here?
Hey, Jude, what's up?
You know, same old. You?
Had the audacity to judge mine after that? Okay. I was looking at chat, okay?
Funny, I was just thinking about you.
So, do I got amazing timing, or are you always thinking about me?
You know, I could be cursing your name in my thoughts.
Oh, hey. I'm just glad you remember me at all. Because I got a favor to ask.
Ask away. It's never boring with you.
Interesting people aren't easily bored.
Not in your company. Okay, now that we've blown each other.
I love that emote. Oh my goodness.
No basis. So,
okay, this game, I've always notoriously had the worst driving abilities.
Gotta say, I'm intrigued. Why the wetsuit?
Can't back out now. Just gonna have to use your imagination.
Yeah, I keep
Really
looking at the
know
chat
how
to see if you guys are
don't
talking to me.
Ain't seen nothing yet.
That's certainly the, that's the excuse I'm using. Oh, wait, hang on. I gotta finish this call with Judy before I can
All right, then count me
get
in.
this
But I
match.
gotta warn you,
The
I look great in a wetsuit.
gig triggered.
Believe it when I see it. Damn out past Rancho Coronado. Know it?
Sure. What about it?
Little, abandoned bungalow lakeside. Meet me there. At sundown.
Get
Oh
in.
my goodness. Just flirting with her casually.
Okay, is this a date?
Guess you'll have to find out. We'll have to. See ya, V.
I've got choices now. I've got Judy that I can romance, and I think I've got River that I've done. River's like a detective guy. V's afraid of bungalows. What makes you think that? Mr. Hands. Okay, this is okay.
Get in. Stella?
I've done this mission
Something the matter?
on my own.
Get down.
It does get a
Spotted by
little,
Dodger's men.
kind of a little gory, but
If it makes you feel better.
Listen, this is serious, okay? You don't mess with Dodger's people.
Okay, sure.
skip.
Pretty comfy, actually.
Okay, I can do some. I can do another mission after I get it, and then I could
Need your help
probably
with my fiance Bill and his buddy Charlie. They're trapped
do
in
it
the
in
building
another.
across the
Do
street.
this one at another time,
Hands
not on a
mentioned
stream.
They're both in CPD.
Oh, you're just kidding?
Both grade A gonks too. Sometimes do side gigs around town. Wanted to cut a deal with Dodger, but things
Gotcha.
obviously went south. Bill called me from inside, said only that, and I quote, "It's bad. And if I don't get help, Dodger will paint the walls with their brains."
So you, Bill, and Charlie are all badges with a whole precinct full of badge chooms at your back. But instead, you call him Merc.
Dodger's not exactly a legit businessman. Can't call dispatch for this. They'll crucify us.
So, Bill's your fiance. Charlie's his partner. What else can you tell me about him?
Bill. Bill's a good guy, but Charlie, he's like the big older brother that gets you into all kinds of shit.
That was kind of good timing.
Okay,
I'm throwing
so you
that up
don't
there.
like Charlie.
Look, Night City's turned all of us into who we are, but Charlie, he's a fucking magnet for trouble. Always has been.
It's bad. Nothing else?
It's really bad, Stella. Please get help. I love you.
Sweet of him, but not really what I was after.
When I asked what happened, he said it was too complicated for a quick holo.
Why has Dodger got you all shaken at the knees?
He's a dealer with close ties to Hansen. Total psycho, too. Moved to Dogtown to avoid serious prison time. Just please try not to wipe Dodger's men.
Thank you for the
You'll make
screaming
things go from bad
beaver,
to
I think.
worse. Take this access card. Dodger took over an abandoned NCPD precinct. Security systems are still up and running, so this should get you in without a hitch.
Upsides of last-gen NCPD tech, huh?
Save them. Please.
Hello there. Goodbye. I wonder if there's a back entrance. I went through the front the first time. It might be fun to figure out if there's a way to get in there. An alternative way. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Might be able to get in through here. Force open. Hey! Oh! Now, is there a more direct route? Because this will just take me into the regular area. Just knock this guy out here real quick. Shh. Knock her out. Okay. Yeah, I need to go across the thing here. Oh, is he coming? He's coming this way? I can't remember his path, but... Oh! Let's get you in there before he sees. Oh my goodness. Give me all your money. Oh. Oh. We'll be fine as long as nobody enters this area. Okay. I think after this thing, this gig, I'll probably,
to the right. Use it.
After this gig, I'll probably pause, end the stream there. Hello?
It's V. Here to help you guys out.
Finally! Bill's losing his fucking mind.
There we go. Yeah.
Mind over here. Okay,
This is the stealthy one.
let's try to get this open. Fucking slab this thing. A little help.
Better step back.
See, this is what I was. This is what I was talking about with the gory.
Don't worry. Not my blood.
The hell happened?
I wonder if there's. Because they curse quite a lot here. I wonder if, because I know there's a nudity sensor that you can.
It's just through here.
A nudity sensor that you can turn on.
What in
This is Bill.
But I don't know if you can turn up or bleep all the curse words, but.
Who's your friend?
Who, me? Just told you, I'm Bill.
Thanks, Bill. Got that. No, I mean the dead fucking body on the table you somehow failed to mention to Stella.
We didn't kill him, okay? We swear.
Let's see. 2 blood-soaked dudes locked in a room with a gutted corpse. Yeah, real puzzler. Bet it'd take ages for a detective to unravel this one.
Go on. Tell her about your genius idea.
My idea? You're the one who set up the deal with
was
Dodger.
rock fucking solid.
Okay, so basically, I'm just gonna skip some of this stuff. They're working for Kurt Hansen. Kurt Hansen is the guy who runs Dogtown. No, they're working. They're crooked cops. They have this guy that they're working for that's like a drug dealer, and so they got drugs from this guy, and they put it on the table, and this guy swallowed them. And they panicked because they're like, oh my goodness, the guy who we work for is going to kill us if he doesn't get his thing. So they opened him up trying to get it in, but they lost it. That's basically the gist.
Cut it out, fellas. Take me through what happened.
Oh, you go.
So yeah. And now they're worried. What they basically want me to do is
exemplary police work.
Try to get them out, and so they can run from the guy, so he doesn't kill them.
On the table like it's nothing. All of a sudden, this.
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
Because they're a little scared, so they're gonna drop some F-bombs all over the place. Yeah. So I figured I just
couldn't it just
kind of give you the short story.
Know what you could use? What? A nice big pair of balls.
Oh, 'cause you're such a tough guy? Not like you stutter in front of the cap every fucking time.
I don't fucking stutter.
All right, let's get through this here.
Let us through here before. What was the code again? 2893?
It was 2983.
Idiot, it was 2893. Saw him punch it. Go on.
Didn't work. 2983. I fucking told you.
We gotta turn the camera off.
Huh?
Shh. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I can hack this little thing here. Get some little hacky points. I think I might be max level though, so it's not gonna do much for me. But it's also nice to keep getting stuff. FFBB, let's see, 55, 1C, E9, 1C. There we go. I created this? What do you mean by I created it?
Again?
Oh, the
Hey, this wasn't us, okay?
yeah, the little drawing I created. You might have missed. I was working on it a little earlier. You might have watched it earlier. Welcome in. Welcome in, Deanna.
Shut up, Bill.
Oh dang, that's Grandma.
I'm taking fire.
Oh what?
Using a shotgun.
What's up, Grandma? Let's see. There's a more stealthy way of doing that. I forgot.
Shit, another door. Sealed tight.
Again? Come on, guys.
That's right. I forgot. There's lines coming over here.
Dodger will drown us in eddies, Bill. The plan is foolproof, Bill. Trust
Yeah.
me, I know what I'm saying, Bill.
Shut. Gotcha.
Not much. We're just watching my grandson create. Cool. Yeah. So are you watching the drawing part? Because I know you can like rewind to the YouTube part of it. No, well, if you're responding to me, then you would be watching me play the game, I guess, too. So. There we go. There we go. Are we still in combat though? What? 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 I thought I got out of it. Oh, what? Okay, let's try that again. I want to do it. I want to do it the stealthy way. I think so. W Grandma, sir. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now.
Sealed tight.
Again? Come on, guys.
Hey, this wasn't us, okay?
That's right.
Switch around here somewhere.
Dodger will drown us in eddies, Bill. The plan is foolproof, Bill. Trust me, I know what I'm saying, Bill.
Follow the wiring. Override.
It's fucking Pacifica. What? Too pussy to set foot there?
Gotcha.
There we go. Getting that there. Boss baddie in D&D? What are you talking about?
Hey,
I don't know if I made any female bosses.
They're coming.
Well, I guess they're robots. They're not really female at all. Shh. Quiet. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Non-lethal takeout. Stealthy, stealthy. All right, all right, all right. You look over there. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't. That's supposed to end the combat. You know what? Let's do this. I can still take him out non-lethally. If I do that, cripple movement allows me to do the takedowns. Ah! He turned around. He turned around. He turned around. Ah! Don't shoot me, don't shoot me. There we go. Not the stealthiest way. But you know.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, battle. You meant battle.
Done with this shit. Soon as this is over, I'm gonna retire.
Oh, what do you call Hide? Oh. I guess, yeah, Hide is a female.
Oh, screw you, Charlie.
You think you're gonna find Hide in
Let's get the hell out of here.
In the mines? I don't know. Is Hide a boss?
Squad cars right through here.
I can neither confirm nor deny if she's a big bad or something.
The keys. Shit. Wait, don't tell me you left them upstairs. Chill, Choom. Got him right here. Dodger.
So this is the guy they're worried about. Him killing them for
Would you look at
losing his drugs.
the welcoming party? How thoughtful. Greetings, fellas. Oh, am I early? We can explain. Quiet. You, I don't know. Care to introduce yourself?
The name's V.
Got hired by these two to help.
Oh, they look like they could use a hand, all right. One thing I can't put my finger on, though. What's that you got on your faces? A little ketchup? Run out of napkins?
Yeah, sure, it's definitely ketchup.
Yeah, well, no.
They lost the drugs, kill them.
Per se.
You any better at speaking full sentences?
There was a shootout. A guy got hit. Was bleeding out fast. After that, brought your stuff here. Left it all upstairs. So it's all good.
Another smooth talker. All right. Third time's a charm. Is he spinning yarns?
Don't need me to answer that.
You're right. I don't.
See,
Charlie,
I'm gonna
Bill,
be
just tell him what happened.
I'm gonna be upfront and tell everybody, hey, let's tell the truth here.
So, we caught the gonk who clipped
If he's gonna
someone
try and
else's.
kill you, I'm here
Brought
to
him back
protect you
here.
guys.
Problem is, he
But we'll see how it plays out first.
He ate the
swallowed whole.
7 ounces in front of you?
It was so quick we didn't have time to react. We tried taking it out, but
You did what now?
We tried taking the stuff out from him, like from the inside.
Inside. I don't even.
Bit gruesome.
So all this blood.
Wanted to get it back for you, but it all kind of dissolved in him.
You believe this shit?
Savages, boss.
Savages indeed. They're supposed to be cops too.
You factor into this freak show.
You're scared you're gonna zero them.
Let me get this straight now. You two fools let this scazzbag OD on your watch, then slice him open after the queso blancos are already dissolved. As if that's not enough, you hire a merc, cause you're scared you get two to the back of your skulls.
Precisely.
Sums it up.
Oh, you can't make this shit up. Fucking badges, man. Protect and serve my ass. That's why they call you NC's finest, huh? Finest of fuck-ups, am I right?
A couple of gonks.
Wait till the boys
To use the phrase from the game.
Should have got them on camera, boss.
So, we good?
Sure. For now. Besides, I'd give a measly 7 ounces for a story like that any day. You're free to go, officers.
Oughta check on the boys upstairs, boss.
Touche. Bear with us a millisec. Check their biomounts.
Sigs are all flat, boss.
Scratch what I said. Afraid I can't.
Wait, what?
Let's not get too hasty here. You got a side-splitting story for your chooms. We just want to get out of here without causing any more trouble.
Last time I played this, it said that they were all breathing.
My people cold.
You see me? See
I
the
didn't kill
heat
anyone.
I'm packing? I'm good at what I do. If I were
Did
you,
I?
I'd choose my next move.
I thought it did
wisely.
the...
Wait.
Maybe it's because I got into,
Me?
Tell you what'll happen. We're gonna slowly...
No, man, they chooms.
walk out of here. Thought a gonk move from anybody.
Maybe it's because I got into...
Boss.
A combat, but I didn't kill
Get
them.
him out of here if I change my mind. But don't think you heard the last of me, fellas.
Bill, Charlie, get in the car in Delta.
Move.
We're going. Thanks, V.
Time to leave.
Whoa, what? Okay, well, guess we're doing this. I didn't kill anybody though. That was a nice grenade throw. All right. I'm so confused. Last time I played this mission, I didn't get into combat, so I don't know. I don't remember killing anybody though.
Ah, shit. Goddamn optics.
That makes me a little sad. Oh well. I prefer the peaceful solutions when I can get them.
V, so tell me, what did our boys in blue do this time?
You don't want to know.
Swear to Christ, if someone asks me one more time.
Prickly today, are we? I'll make do without details. If the client is happy, then so am I. Contract closed.
You wouldn't remember killing anyone either? Now listen, I swear, I think all of them upstairs were all non-lethal, but there is sometimes that there is a, sometimes there's a glitch that if you let down the bodies when they're unconscious, like too quickly or on a corner or something like that, they'll hit it and then their bodies will like explode into dust, and that will like be considered a kill. There are still a little bit of bugs in this game, despite, you know, it being an older well, it's not an older game at this point, but being out for maybe half a decade, I want to say. So there are still a little bit of glitches here and there. So maybe one of that happened because, or it's because I got into a combat even if I didn't kill anyone and chose non-lethal. But well, let's save the game there. I am going to end the stream. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for following Boxy. Thanks for all of the interaction, Flubber. Cyberpunk has always been glitchy. I mean, it is the aesthetic. Let me find someone to raid. I think someone I follow is actually live. So if that's the case, hopefully I can raid her following. Yeah. We're going to raid Jamelia. She's a VTuber that I have seen before. Sometimes she has a Live2D model. Sometimes she doesn't. Right now, she's a Corgi VTuber. Right now, she looks like she's got a bit more of an expressive PNG tuber, one that I haven't seen yet, but we'll raid her for a little bit. Thanks for joining. Have fun in D&D, guys. Thank you. Thanks for joining, Grandma. Yeah. Raid now. Until the next story, Chroniclers. Nice.